Tonight on Aura Tales, I'm going to tell you something different. No haunted villages, no ancient curses, no demons hiding in wells. What you're about to hear doesn't need supernatural elements to be terrifying. Because this time, it's real. These are dark web stories that are 100% real. Before we begin, understand one thing. The dark web is not a myth. It's not just a hacker playground. It exists. Hidden networks, encrypted marketplaces, anonymous forums, private chat rooms that don't appear on Google. Most of it is harmless, but some corners are not. And once you see certain things, you can't unsee them. This first story happened to a cybersecurity student named Rohan. He was 22, curious, intelligent, and far too confident. He believed nothing online could scare him. He had read articles, watched documentaries, and decided that the dark web was exaggerated by media. So one night he downloaded Tor. At first, everything looked boring. Forums about privacy, whistleblower pages, strange but harmless communities. Then he found a thread titled, "Red Rooms Don't Exist." Inside were hundreds of replies. Most people were laughing at the myth that you could pay cryptocurrency to watch live torture streams. Fake, one comment said. Urban legend, said another. But buried in the replies was one message that stood out. Most are fake, not all. It included a link. Rohan clicked it. The page was simple. Black background, white text, a countdown timer set for 48 hours. Beneath it, private, interactive session, limited seats. There was a wallet address below for payment. He assumed it was a scam, but curiosity pushed him further. He copied the wallet address into a blockchain explorer. Thousands of dollars had already been sent to it. Recent transactions. That made him pause. He told himself it was probably fraud. People get scammed all the time. But then he refreshed the page. The timer had dropped to 47 hours, and below it, a chat box appeared. A single message popped up. Observers only. His chest tightened. How did it know someone was watching? He didn't type anything. He closed the browser, cleared history, shut down his laptop. He laughed nervously at himself. 2 days later, he couldn't resist. He checked the link again. The timer was gone. In its place was a black screen with a play button and a chat log. Thousands of comments. He didn't press play. He scrolled. Most comments were random numbers. Some were just emojis. But a few stood out. Make him speak. Turn the lights off. Zoom in. His hands began to shake. He hovered over the play button. Then his phone buzzed. A notification, unknown number. The message read, "Don't." No emojis. No explanation. Just it. He froze. He hadn't told anyone about this. He hadn't shared the link. He didn't respond. Another message arrived. "We see observers." He unplugged his Wi-Fi instantly, turned off his phone. Heart racing. He convinced himself it was coincidence. Maybe malware. Maybe paranoia. But the next morning, something changed. On his laptop desktop was a new folder. He didn't create it. It was named Curiosity. Inside was a single screenshot. A photo of him, taken from his own webcam, sitting at his desk, looking at the dark web page. That was the last time Rohan ever went online without covering his camera. He reported. Nothing. Told. No one. But he dropped out of cybersecurity that semester, because sometimes the internet looks back. The second story isn't about hackers. It's about something worse. A delivery driver in Europe began receiving strange instructions for late-night drop-offs. The app worked normally during the day, but occasionally, around Dozham, a new type of order would appear. No name, no contact number, just coordinates. The payment was always higher than usual. Curious and tempted by the extra money, he accepted one. The GPS led him to an abandoned warehouse district, the instructions said. Leave the package at the door. Do not knock. Do not wait. That alone wasn't strange, but when he arrived, the building lights were on. Security cameras pointed outward. The door opened slightly. Before he even stepped out of the van, no one visible. Just darkness inside. He placed the package down. As he turned to leave, he heard something. A muffled scream, not loud, but clear enough. He froze. The scream stopped abruptly. The door shut. He stood there debating whether to call the police. Instead, fear won. He drove away. Over the next month, he received 4 more of those deliveries. Each time 2 different warehouses. Each time higher payment. Each time strange noises from inside. On the 5th delivery, he decided to secretly record. He parked farther away and zoomed his phone camera toward the entrance. When the door opened, 2 men stepped out briefly. One was holding what looked like a camera tripod. The other carried a large trash bag. The bag moved. Slightly. He felt sick. The next day, he refused further deliveries. Within hours, his account was permanently banned. A week later, police raided one of those warehouse locations. Hidden inside was a live streaming operation broadcasting illegal content to anonymous viewers on encrypted networks. Thousands of paying subscribers, global audience. The driver never testified publicly, but he deleted every app related to gig work. Because sometimes, what you deliver isn't a package, it's access. The 3rd story is about a teenager in the United States who joined what he thought was a harmless online challenge community. The rules were simple. Complete tasks, earn points, win cryptocurrency. The first tasks were silly. Stay awake for 24 hours. Walk around your house, blindfolded. Film yourself whispering random phrases. But slowly, the tasks escalated. Carve a symbol into your desk. Go outside at 3 a.m. and stand at the corner for 10 minutes. Send a photo to prove it. He did them because they seemed harmless. Then came the message. Next task. Harm yourself slightly. Nothing serious. He hesitated. They sent him his home address. They sent him a photo of his school. They sent him a screenshot of his mother's Facebook profile. You're already in. That's when he realized it wasn't a game. It was coercion. Authorities later linked similar cases to organized groups that manipulated vulnerable teens through dark web recruitment funnels. It wasn't supernatural. It wasn't mythical. It was psychological warfare. The final story I'm about to tell you is the one that unsettles me the most. A journalist once investigated illegal data markets hidden on encrypted networks. Not stolen credit cards. Not passwords. Personal routines, people's daily habits. When they leave home, when they return, which doors they use, which windows are unlocked. The data was being sold in bundles labeled low risk, medium risk, and high value. He purchased one bundle to expose it. Inside were detailed routines of random individuals. Work schedules, gym timings, children's bus stops. It wasn't scraped from social media. It was compiled from hacked smart devices. Security cameras, baby monitors, fitness trackers, smart doorbells, every smart convenience feeding data somewhere. The journalist published his findings. 2 weeks later, he received an email. Attachment included. It was his routine. Minute by minute, with a note below. Thank you for your contribution. He moved houses after that. So here's the truth. The dark web isn't scary because of monsters. It's scary because it removes identity. Anonymity allows people to detach from consequences. And when humans feel unseen, they become something else. Not supernatural, but capable of things far worse. These stories are disturbing, not because they are exaggerated, but because they are possible. And in some cases, documented. The internet is a tool. But tools reflect the hands that use them. If you ever find yourself clicking something that feels wrong, trust that instinct. Curiosity built the internet, but it also feeds the darkest corners of it. If this episode on Horror Tales opened your eyes even a little, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes the real world is far more terrifying than fiction, and there are many more stories waiting in the shadows.